and welcome to another episode, number 8. It's January, snowing, and it looks lovely. I think today we will start off with some leveling of the terrain, because we really need a shed and a production. So we need a better terrain. Let's start off. We will have to pay for it ourselves, so you will see some money disappear. But yeah, that's the cost. We don't have the special mods for that. We will do some softening and then some leveling. Usually the softening is a little bit cheaper, and it will also rise up some points. You will see. I will speed this up. And that was almost 6,000 euros. It's quite a lot. Yeah, and here I missed a piece of recording. I will explain what happened. You can see we used 6,000 on the leveling and almost 30,000 just now. And those costs were a stump grinder. You can see it in the distance, but you will see it later. And the log fork that's on front. I guess that was it. Yes. And in the meantime, I almost cleared all the trees that were left on the field, at least on the inside of the field. On the boundaries I kept the trees. It does have some atmosphere. And as you can see, we can perfectly live full-grown spruce trees. So this is an amazing tractor and a front loader combi. It helps us a lot. And later on we can shove those complete logs into the sawmill. But yeah, we will need some money first. So the grass has to be cut too today. Also, I'm planning on placing a shed today and a production. And for the production we will probably go with the oil production, because there's a mod with all these small productions which are 10,000, and you get a potato production, you get a bakery, I guess, an oil mill, but you will see it later on. I am missing some recordings I found. I pre-recorded a lot of my gameplay, and for this particular map I have almost 50 hours of gameplay recorded. We are now through the first 30 hours, I think. Yeah. So I don't have many influence on what's gonna happen there from now, but when we will catch up with the gameplay, you will see that it will become more interactive. We had a few trees left too, I guess. Let's cut those down. But I will do a lot of jump cuts, as you can see. And these aren't the easiest trees. I like the spruce the most. You can run up the trunk and get all the branches off at once. For this one, you have to do every separate branch individually. But we do have a good stack of wood on the side of the field, multiple stacks actually. And in a minute I will grind out all the stumps, and then we'll have a clear field to mow for the next load of silage. We just done a load in December, but January is already good for us because we don't have seasons turned on, at least not the season growth. Because when you do, then in December and January the grass is dormant, it will not do anything, it will not grow, so usually in the winter you don't have grass. Let's get this stump grinder attached. We can sell the stump grinder afterwards when we don't need it anymore, because it's a big expense. It was, I don't know exactly, I have to check, around 25,000, 22, something like this. But it does the job quite good, because some other forestry mulches also ruin your ground, and this one doesn't. That's why I like this one. In the next part I will speed up, because this will take some time, and the perspective is from above, because then I see the stumps the best. Here we go. Done. I think I got all the stumps for now, so we will park this in the corner next to the farmall tractor. Yes. And then we should actually look into which shed we want to place. I know there's one for 1,000 that has lighting. Doesn't have sides, but it's a good option. Let's see where it is. In sheds, obviously. Probably in the back where I keep all my mods. And they came with a tiny house pack, I guess. Yes. Small shed, medium, shed light. This is the one. It's only 1,000 euros. It could contain all our machines. Where should we place this? This looks a good place for it. But you can see there's already almost 500 euros terrain editing cost, because it's still not completely level. And I don't want to sacrifice a piece of our grassland, actually, not right now. And it would be handy maybe to have it here, so then we're close to the exit and to the main road. And we'll have to see what kind of sheds we have. This is a bigger version. It cost a few thousand more. I don't want to spend too much on garages right now, or sheds. We have some big ones installed that are not too much. The 35 still too much. We have the easy sheds with the lighting and the workshop. It's the 20,000 version of easy shed. Where is it? Oh, these are cool too. Drive-through hall. Here they are. Workshop XL. So it's bigger than the normal easy shed, and it has a workshop inside. As you can see, the field is not level. But this is too big for us right now, I think. We don't need it. Yeah, we also don't need the stump grinder, but I wasn't planning on running over stumps the next few episodes. And the funny thing is, some of these choices I already made in the past, and I'm seeing back what I recorded, and then sometimes I disagree. And here's a part where we miss some of our recordings. You will find out in a second. We got 25,000, and now we got 12. What happened? Well, we placed the shed. It was 1,000. It's the tiny house shed, which I showed you a few minutes ago. We placed the production, the oil production, for 10,000, and we ran out of gas with the John Deere when I started the mowing. Well, I didn't even start yet. So I'm bringing a gas canister over there, and we placed a gas station, a small fuel barrel station. You will see. I will be there in a few seconds. And we're almost there. You will see in a minute what I was talking about. And it's always me happening with these dumb things like running out of gas or diesel. It's starting to get dark. I wanted to mow the field before it got dark. And here we are. You see the biggest difference already. It's the shed. I already put the equipment in there, so it's neat. Well, neat-ish. Let's park this trailer in here and turn our, how do we call it, Batmobile around. It's not bad actually. It's a good mobile. Let's call it the good mobile. Open this up first. And you cannot do that from the outside. Okay, let's open up the side. Take out the diesel. It's only 20 liters, so with this we have to drive to the fuel barrels I just told you about. But first we have to buy diesel to go in there. It's not free. So you have to pay for the placement and you have to pay for your diesel. Sounds fair, actually. If I buy them, I expect them to be full, but they weren't. So you just buy empty barrels. Here we are. Let's see what it will cost us to fill this up. 1,500 liters, 2,000, 1,000 liters, 1,300. Well, we filled it, so in the future we can fill all our machinery from here. At least until the 1,000 liters has run out. Let's get this back to the mower and start mowing because it gets dark fairly soon. In this game, sometimes at 4:45 p.m. it's still light, and suddenly 15 minutes, in-game minutes later, it's pitch black dark. So we'll have to see. Probably some part will be done in the dark. As you also can see, the field is not quite a little bit easier to handle and a little bit bigger. But at the same time, the pH levels were quite bad. Nitrogen was also not very good, but not bad. So I guess we may get around the same amount of bales. Get out of my way, you log. And that's the next thing, the sawmill. Because as you can see, we have quite some liters of wood over here. And I would love to turn that into prefab walls. And I pause for a second because here we get our production insight. We just take a few seconds to look at it. It's the 10,000 euros version. It doesn't have the same cycles a month and the same outputs as the bigger one, but it also cost only 10,000 instead of 80,000. So we will see it later on how this works. Let's continue the mowing. I will see you in a second when this is done. And here we are already, the last bit. And as I told you, in half an hour of gameplay it gets completely dark. Well, we got 10,000 in the bank, and something else I would like to do is get ourselves a bigger windrower. Just the ones we have right now, or the one. It's not very practical, I should say. That's probably something for tomorrow, the windrowing, because I will not do this in the dark. So after this I think we will check up on our equipment, if everything is turned off, not using any diesel, then we will check the garden quickly, run past the oil production, and probably go to sleep. Should not forget about the soybean field. That probably also needs some lime. Don't need nitrogen, I'm sure. It could use some herbicide maybe. So maybe we need to buy some other things before we start on the sawmill. It takes a lot of time. I would really love to have the sawmill and another piece of land, because it seems like this takes so long. But we're getting somewhere. It starts to look like a yard. We have equipment nicely stored in our shed. Let's turn this off. Check our garden real quick. 2 pallets of lettuce. We get some olive pallets. This one is running. It uses about 2,500 liters of olives a day. We produce much more, so we can sell a lot of olives each day too. Let's go back into our tiny house and have a good night's sleep. Then we will head off into February. still snowing. I turned off the snow so it will not settle on the ground anymore. Because yesterday during the leveling you could see it was settling. Sorry, sometimes I'm just rambling a bit and pausing too long. Olive oil 8,007 for max, it's now 7,200. Yeah, olives 1,700. It's also average price, so we should get that loaded up. It's not too much. It's 4 pallets of olives, 6. We don't need too much. How much do we need? Nothing in the vehicle sale. Cultivators, much too big. This one we could do, but we don't need a cultivator at the moment. So let's get into windrowers and see which will fit us. This is 3 meters, 3.4. Do I have a mod? What we have now is 4.3. So we need something wider. This one is 6 meters, but too much horsepower. I think this is 45 horsepower, 7 meters. This looks interesting. 14,000. We have 10,000. I don't see any other options that are better. Yeah, but they also cost more. 8.4 meters for 19.5. 4.7. That's almost the same what we have right now. So I think this will be a good option. The Kverneland. Tarup TA753C. So we have to sell some first. I think I will sell those 4 pallets that are near the trees. And I will put them in our self-made tractor. Well, it's not even a tractor. It's the good mobile. We just decided. Well, I did. I'm wondering if we can load directly into it, or that we can put the pallets in it. But since this has a load capacity, I think the pallets will empty. But that's no problem. And probably I'll take the 4 lettuce pallets too, if it will fit. We will make it fit. And they all go to the same place, the pizzeria. So I see you over there. Yes, they're emptying. And we're at the pizzeria. Let's see how much this will make us. The olives are in there. And 4 pallets of lettuce. If I'm right there, the money is going up. So the lettuce is sold. Oh no, it's not registering anymore because the straps are off. Now the olives are sold. Around 9,000 we made. Yes, nice. And there's still some lettuce pallets left. Maybe they don't need any more. I will leave them over here. I put them on the ground in the trigger. Yeah, they're not selling anymore. It's only one. I thought it were two. My eyes cheated me. And then we head back. And now we have enough money for the windrower. Maybe we can tow it behind this contraption. Let's see. We're at the store. Get into windrowers. And buy our Kverneland. More to the right. And there it is. Maybe get it in a different color. No, I would lose it if it's in black. Blue looks cool, but it's 1,000 more. No, go with base color. Yep, buy it. I'll try to put this behind our cart. First sell this one for some extra money. We could bring it to the store and get some more money actually. Maybe if we repair it and repaint. But it's not worth my time at this point. Because it was only 1800, so what would it be worth more? 200? Nope, this will not fit. So we have to get the John Deere over here. Or the Case Farmall. But the John Deere is a little bit faster, I think. There it goes. Across the bridge. It's a beautiful map. It's a large cotton field next to us. I wouldn't want to be the one that's harvested that at this point. Sorry, car. And we're at the store. I have to jump cut more and more, and sometimes bigger pieces, because I have literally tens of hours of backlog in videos which I have to go through, and some pieces are not very interesting. Some pieces are missing, but I tried to get the whole story and picture complete. And it's going pretty good. I'm only missing a few hours of gameplay. Because in the last months that I played this game, I had to constantly think about turning on record when I started playing, even if I didn't know if I would use the gameplay. It's a nice olive grove. Let's have a look. Maybe one day we'll own it. Look, the olives are ripe. Yeah, beautiful. Well, let's get back to the field. Let's start withdrawing. So now we get 7 meters of working with. The previous one we could do 9 meters in total, but then we have to do 2 passes. So this will be quite a speed up compared to the last one. The edges are always a little bit tricky. Let's back up. We can always get the edges with the baler. I don't think I need to upgrade other equipment. Yeah, maybe the wrapper. That could be very handy too. We'll have to see about that one. For the rest, it's working pretty fine. And the baler, yeah, of course, we would like a bigger bale size. But for silage, even the biggest bale size is 150. And if you want the square bales wrapped, it will take a whole type of different machinery. Oh, you didn't see this. Nope. I was just drinking some water. It's a hot day. Oh no, it's February. Still, I was thirsty. But I think the windrowing and the rest of the baling won't take so much time as the last time. Even though the field is a little bit bigger. But I think you will have to see that in the next episode. This is a nice point to cut it off and to pick it up again in the next one. Where we will probably, most likely will earn some new money. I will know for sure, but you will have to see. I thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I thank you all for watching again. Bye.